especially when it comes to investing your hard-earned money.
Hi, this is Phil Grandy, host of Phil's Gang Radio Show. At Phil's Gang and philsgang.com, I have one goal in mind: to help you become a skilled investor in the stock market and find your financial freedom. With the Working Investor Program, you will learn what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. You'll develop skills like selling short and how to profit, even in a stock market crash. This is the real world investing information that will give you the edge to be successful in the stock market. No gimmicks, just real strategies, and I'll make the offer even better with a 10-day free trial of the Working Investor Program.
Once you're in the gang, you're in the know. And with the free 10-day trial of the Working Investor Program, there's no reason not to give it a try.
Become a Phil's Gang member and reclaim your financial freedom. Go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grandy.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially in the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market, or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, You'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
This economy has actually been in a great place. The consumer's still in a great place. GDI is closer to GDP.
Where's this guy live? He must be on Mars or somewhere, right? I mean, it's unbelievable. Consumer's in great shape. How can a consumer be in great shape? Unbelievable. You got personal bankruptcies are up 68%. Withdrawals, I checked on these today. They're still withdrawing from their 401k. Record withdrawal, record hardships hasn't tapered off. Record home equity withdrawals, they're still doing that. Record low savings from 8% to 3%. Where do these people live? Just unbelievable. But going back to the market for a moment today, can you believe this market? What's this market tell you? Remember, a couple times we would have a 350, 400-point rally. The last time, it was over that the job numbers, not this job numbers, I'm going to go over these job numbers with you, but these job numbers were better than expected. We had a 400-point rally. We got a war going on in the market. First went down, then the market's going up. I said to everybody this morning, I said, you watch, this market will turn positive because they're going to really push these banks Friday. They're going to do anything and everything to push these banks because the banks are in deep trouble. The economy's in deep trouble. And like this is their last stand. And I'm going to show you today how it's the banks to take you down. Remember, the S&P will tell you how the market's doing. But it's the banks that tell you how the economy is doing. And the banks are in deep trouble. And wasn't it, just on another subject, wasn't this dumb? I mean, the Bidens did the dumbest thing possible. They drained the strategic oil reserve. Now we go into a war. They drained it by 60% so they could make some money sell to their buddies. Isn't that amazing? Draining. This is what that strategic oil reserve is about. That's what it's for. That's what it's for war. Now we're low on oil. Oil is going to go up to $125 a barrel. There's no question about it. And today's market, it's all over the place. That's when you back off. That's when you back off. When you have volatility like this, it tells you they have no idea. The big boys have no idea what's going on. They have no clue. And I mean, it just, take the job numbers, for example. What a bunch of garbage that was. Do you remember in July 2022 that we had our GDP and we had two back-to-back quarters of negative GDP, which for 100 years has been a recession. And then we were told by the White House, oh, no, it's not a recession. And they went and they had the BLS change the definition of a recession because he didn't want a recession. This is just as bad. Just bad. At first, you looked at the numbers, it was 333,000, right? Not the 170. So that sent a panic through the bond market, right? Bonds start rallying. Fed's going to raise rates. Fed's going to start raising rates again. Look at this. We got inflation. Remember, the Fed doesn't want you to have a job. The Fed does not want you to have a job. If you lose your job, the Fed's happy because they think they're fighting inflation by you losing a job. Isn't that stupid? They blame the consumer. You know why they blame the consumer for inflation? Because they don't want to tell the truth. It's Congress. It's the government that causes the inflation. Spending more money they take in tax revenue. So they always point back to the consumer to get it off themselves. It's the Congress. Those gangsters in Congress who keep spending and spending and spending. They're responsible. Not you, not me, not the consumer. So, so here we are. Comes out 333,000 jobs. All of a sudden the market, right, tanks, sells off. They're going to raise rates. Now, then all of a sudden, someone sat back with a cooler head and said, wait a minute, hold on here. How could it be double? It must be 170. They realized the BLS was doubling the count. And most of these people who were getting a job were going after low-paying, part-time jobs, waitress jobs, so forth. And so as soon as they figured out that there was double counting, the shorts started to cover. Because remember, the market was down, they were shorting it. Then when they figured out there was double accounting, they covered the short positions, market starts going up, and then you got the tourist sitting there, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing, sees the market going, I better buy, I'm going to buy everything. Look at this, the bottom's in. That's what they did. So, when you look at the jobs, and look at the metric system they're using, remember this, the BLS uses the metrics to identify the number of Americans working. How many times people say, how many in our workforce? Somebody say 300,000, 200,000. All they want to know is how many bodies are in our workforce. How many bodies? Not how many jobs are in our workforce, how many bodies. So you could be working 2 or 3 jobs and you're still one person. You're one body. You're one warm body. So you count when they say, what's the size of our workforce? 285,000. How they count you? They counted you as a person. They didn't count the jobs. Whether you have 1 or 2 or 3, doesn't matter. You are working. But Biden had the BLS change this. The metric system's now that if you have 1 job, 2 jobs, every job you have, they count it as an extra person. So now there's 2 of you. So things are going to get worse with inflation. Got to feed you and you. Imagine that. So now if you got a family of 4, you got a family of 8, according to Biden. If they're all working. I mean, but I couldn't believe this. So that's why the market was all over the place on Friday, because finally everybody figured it out. He's double counting. He's cheating again. He wants to get that good jobs number. So again, remember this. The whole idea of the exercise is to find or to identify how many warm bodies are in the labor force. What's the current number in the labor force? I'm going to have Willie look it up for me. That's the exercise. That's it. So what he did is just double counted. Now, part-time work, so there's 168 million. That's all they want to know. They didn't ask how many jobs, how many people are working. So half of the jobs were part-time. And at the same time, remember, we lost 22,000 full-time jobs. Yeah, 22,000 full-time. So not only did they double count the lousy jobs, They don't say much about the 22,000 full-time jobs we lost. They're gone. And 73,000 government jobs were added. Who are they? And 96,000 of the fake number of 330,000 were low-paying leisure, hospitality, bartender, hostesses. Isn't that ridiculous what's going on? Now, nobody wants to tell the truth about the banks. The banks are in deep trouble, and they're trying to mask the banks, how bad they are. And we'll talk about those when we get back. And don't forget, sign up for our webinar, October 14th, this Saturday. Go to my gift shop, filling up.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color code chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
Why are investors listening to Phil Grandy of philsgang.com?
You know why people listen to my show? Because I make it simple. When you talk about the stock market, they make it so complicated. I make it easy to understand. For the average investor, the Main Street investor, most of the time, these guys, like they're talking to each other. We talk directly to you and we listen to you.
Invest better with the sound advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. There's nothing better than learning from the experts, especially when it comes to investing your hard-earned money.
Hi, this is Phil Grandy, host of Phil's Gang Radio Show. At Phil's Gang and philsgang.com, I have one goal in mind: to help you become a skilled investor in the stock market and find your financial freedom. With the Working Investor Program, you will learn what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. You'll develop skills like selling short and how to profit, even in a stock market crash. This is the real world investing information that will give you the edge to be successful in the stock market. No gimmicks, just real strategies, and I'll make the offer even better with a 10-day free trial of the Working Investor Program.
Once you're in the gang, you're in the know. And with the free 10-day trial of the Working Investor Program, there's no reason not to give it a try.
Become a Phil's Gang member and reclaim your financial freedom. Go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Again, sign up for our webinar this Saturday, okay, and it's filling up. And I'm not just saying that. If you go to my shorts on YouTube, or you go to Instagram, you see that we get 35, 45,000. One day I got 1 million. So we'll fill up the 80 pretty quick. So please, if you want a great webinar on shorting, you got to learn how to short. Today, volatility. What you see with the volatility on Friday and today's volatility, do you know what that means when you have volatility like that? That's telling you the market's going to crash. That's one of the biggest indicators. When you have this kind of volatility, like on the job numbers on Friday, which I explained to you, is so stupid how they did that. They just doubled the amount of jobs. Just double it. Cheat. Double it. Make it look good. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Now, remember, the S&P 500 is a barometer for corporate America. That's what CEOs look at to judge what's going on in the business world. What's the S&P doing? The S&P 500. Now, what screwed that up, of course, was 7 stocks. The 7 magnificent stocks, or the 6 FANG stocks. You throw one more in with that, NVIDIA, that gives you 7. So that's what the S&P is for. The banks, really, it's the economy. It's a barometer on the economy, and it's so important. And we got a big message in March of 2023. March of 2023, when we had the 3 bank failures. Silicon Valley Bank, First Republic, and Signature. And now we have 180 more that are ready to fail, but they're being propped up by the Bank Term Funding Program. Now, if you go back again and take a look, I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to bring it back. If you take the S&P and you go back to March of 2009 and the rally that we had all the way up to the new high that occurred on January of 2022, 600% rally. We've never been able to top that. Never. We haven't been able to top that. And what caused that rally were the tech stocks. If you take the tech stocks out, that rally wouldn't have happened. In fact, we have about a 12% gain right now so far in 2023. But if I take out, if I take the 12 stocks, the 12 most popular, and I pull them out, we wouldn't have 12%. We'd be negative, or up maybe 1%. Everything is dependent on these same stocks. So the S&P is up about 12% for the year. Earnings are down. Okay, and only 5 of these 12 stocks contributed to the 12%. Isn't that sad? 5 of 12 stocks contribute to a 12% gain. You know how weak that market, telling you how weak the economy is? I mean, corporations are. Because remember, The S&P is the barometer of corporate America. So corporate America is in deep trouble. That's what it's telling you when you have this whole market rally for 2023 up only 12%, and 12 contributed to that. You have the tech stocks, NVIDIA, Meta, Tesla, and then you had RCL, and you had CCL, GE, PANW, Builder, PHM, WST, and two more tech stocks. Those are the stocks that are holding this up. It's not going to hold up for much longer. Now, the market cap, what is valued, it's been 1 year in the market cap, okay, think of what it's valued. It's been 1 year and 9 months since the S&P, okay, hit that all-time high in January 2022. Now, here's the important part, is the banks. Because the banks, remember, they're the bellwether or barometer for the economy. So if you go back and you look, that whole rally from 2009 to 2022, the yields, we'll call interest rates, there's two of them, the 10-year and the 3 months. The 10-year was 1.5, and the 3 months was 1/10 of 1%. That created that whole 600% rally, and the NASDAQ 100, 1,200% because of those numbers. But something happened on the way to the market. All the way up that market, that whole rally, once Biden got into office in 2021, we got hit with brutal inflation. Because what did he do? First thing he did, he turned around and he destroyed our energy. Shut the pipelines down, shut all the drilling down. This was in 2021. So by the time we hit January 2022, remember the rates were going up because he created so much inflation, they were started to raise rates. And so the market dropped from January 2022 to that infamous October 2022 low. By the time we got to that low, interest rates were at no longer, the 10-year was at 1.5, it was at 4, and the 3 month was no more at 1/10 of 1%. It was 4.1%. Deep trouble, the market. But the market started to rally off that October low. Started to go up, and what was pushing it up? That was October. What pushed it to March, where the banks failed? What pushed it to March? It was tech stocks again. Everybody jumps into the tech stocks. So from October 2022 to March 2023, we had a rally, and what masked everything was these tech stocks. If it wasn't for the tech stocks, that would have never happened. But the banks failed in March. Now remember, the yields are still over 4% for the 10-year and the 3 month. That's really bad. But the market's going up on yields that high. Why? Because everybody's jumping in and buying the same tech stocks. NVIDIA, Meta, Tesla. But all of a sudden, it stopped. The banks were in deep trouble. $600 billion in trouble. I'll explain how I get that.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand. especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Want the truth when investing in the stock market? Here's how.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Listen to my radio show every day because that's where you're going to get the truth. You're not going to get the truth listening to these dopes on Fake Business News Network. The other day, Kramer said, don't listen to the banks. They're giving you wrong information. When he told you to buy Merrill Lynch, remember? And what happened? They went broke.
Get the truth at philsgang.com.
Join my gang, philsgang.com. Get the truth. And also listen to me on my podcast on YouTube and Rumble. That's philsgang.com.
When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grandy has some sound reasons you should join Phil's Gang.
You know, when I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
So welcome back to Phil's Gang. Anytime you see volatility like we saw on Friday, all of a sudden the market shot up because they thought, oh, look at that. We got 333 million jobs. Wow. We better sell our stock. They're going to raise rates. Boom, stocks went down. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Is this Biden cheating again? Sure is. He's double counting. Cover the shorts. Then the tourists jump. Oh, we better get in too because everybody else is buying, not realizing it's just a short covering rally. Bang, goes right up. This morning, over the weekend, a war. Boom, we're down. And we're down by much. And I said to my gang, this is amazing. We're down about 120 or 150, whatever it was. I said, we go down more than that just as somebody sneezes. What's going on here? I said, there's going to be a rally. Sure enough. And this is the rally they're building to go into the bank earnings. It's all they care about. They don't care about the war. It's all about the bank earnings. Because everything is on the line with the bank earnings. So, again, if you go after we drop that high, the all-time high, think about it. 1 year, 9 months, we have yet to hit that high. What's that tell you? 1 year, 9 months, we have yet to hit and take out that January 2022 year high. And remember, and it got to that January 2022 high from the October 2009 low, all because of stock buybacks, zero interest rates, and the yields on the 10-year were 1.5 average, 1.6, and the 3 months was 0.1%. That party was gone. Because once we got into 2021 January, okay, that whole year from 2001 January to January 2022, that all-time high. Remember what was giving that all-time high? 5 to 7 stocks. That's it. Out of 500, 5 to 7 stocks. This is where the weakness is in this market. 5 to 7 stocks gave that whole rally to that January 2022. We have not yet been able to break out and run. Pulls back, bang, to the October low. October low, everybody, the infamous October. This is it. This is the bottom. We're going to make new highs. Yeah, well, it's been a year and 9 months. Where's the highs? It's not going to. Because on the way back up from that October low, from October 2022 to March 2023, what was happening? The banks were in deep trouble. They didn't want to tell anybody. $650 billion in trouble. We have $620 billion in unrealized losses. They haven't written these losses off. They don't want to. $620 billion. We have the 25 largest U.S. banks have a loss in market cap, market value of $332 billion. That's 25. Take the 15 largest bank, they lost $46 billion. Take the 5 leading U.S. banks, they lost $109 billion. 5 banks. I'm talking about Schwab, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, J.P. Morgan, and I think it's Goldman Sachs. I'm not sure. So so the banks are in deep trouble because remember what the banks do. They're the barometer for the economy. And then when you hear this, then you hear this nonsense right here today.
Word of the day is resilient. I think the consumer is resilient. We saw that in the jobs report on Friday. I think
we saw that in the jobs report on Friday. He's resilient. What? 170 million jobs, all part-time, low-paying jobs? That's resilient? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Resilient? Wages are still down 5%, prices up 19%, gasoline from the day Biden took over in January 2021. Up now, where we are today, still up about 52%, I think it is. 52%. Bankruptcies are up 68%. I can go through all that. I don't want to waste your time. So the bottom line is this. When the banks went broke in 2023, what happened? They took the same 5 stocks, let's call them 7 stocks. NVIDIA, Meta, Tesla, okay? Those 3, and then you got 3, and then you had Apple and Microsoft. That's right, 5 stocks. There you go, yeah. Apple, Microsoft, NVIDIA, Meta, Tesla. Apple and Microsoft are the two big heavies. They're the ones that carry all the lifting. So so everybody always jumps back, and they ran that back up, trying to get back up to the January 2022 high. Couldn't do it. It made a lower high.
And why? Because the rates are at 5.4 in the 3-month and the 10-year 4. Remember the whole rally from 2009 to January 2022, that whole rally that made all historic new highs in the S&P and historic new highs in NASDAQ. Remember, the bond yield on the 10-year was 1.6%, not 4. And the 3-month wasn't 0.1%, less than 1%. It's now 5. And they've been rallying this market, remember, from March of 2023. They're using those same 5 stocks to push that up because they can't bring rates down anymore. So we're in these big yields. Remember, the more yields go up, the more it kills your earnings. So you got to learn how to sell short. You got to learn how to sell short. And when you get volatile days like Friday and today like that, just sit back. It'll all settle down. That's what we always tell people. Stay with their same 6 stocks all year and the same bonus stocks all year. You stay with the same bonus, you'll be fine. Whether it goes up or down, at the end of the year, you're going to be making money. We're going to show you how to do that on Saturday. Stay with those same 6 stocks, those same bonus stocks, plus the 6, you're going to be fine. So now we're sitting here with lower highs, the all-time high, 477, then we got 459, 453, 451, 431. Things are getting worse. Things are getting worse, not better. So there's the proof that we have a terrible economy. Terrible economy. It's unstable. No, it's unstable. Unbelievable. We got failed banks. I mean, can you imagine having the bank sitting here with $620 billion unrealized losses? They haven't wrote them off yet. That's insane. That's insane. Gasoline, still high. Bankruptcies, the withdrawals, still going on. Look at Bidenomics has killed us. Largest debt and our largest deficits. We have the largest corporate debt at $13 trillion. The largest household debt at $17 trillion. The largest commercial debt at $4.5 trillion. The largest construction debt is $728 billion. It's over because those banks aren't going to be able to fund them. See, here's the thing. The banks can't fund the corporations anymore. The banks are not going, they're tightening. They're pulling the market money out. Remember what the bank's job is? To pour liquidity into the system so that you can borrow. They're taking the liquidity out. I don't know why you wouldn't want to learn how to sell short when you have the proof sitting right in front of you how bad this economy is. It only can go one way. The only way it can go is from where it is now. Remember I told you they'll have one more rally, and you can see that's what's going on. You can see Friday and what happened today. Everybody's scratching their head. How can we have a war and the market's up? Oh, yeah, but they're buying Lockheed Martin. Oh, man. You had to be Lockheed Martin last week. Anybody who's gotten to Lockheed Martin today or Northrop Grumman today, you're going to lose a lot of money. So, again, on Saturday, that webinar is going to be a big help because you're going to learn about the bond market. Yes, you're going to learn how to sell short. And you're going to learn how to execute properly long, identifying what the bonds are telling you. So go to our site, go to my gift shop. Sign up right now.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grandy.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially in the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market, or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth. You get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay. Listen to what Trump said before the war.
Joe Biden just agreed to pay a $6 billion ransom to the Iranian dictatorship in exchange for hostages. This is yet another Biden surrender and a further blistering humiliation of the United States of America to the world stage. But even worse, this decision will be extremely deadly. Biden is giving $6 billion to the world's leading state sponsor of terrorism, just as when Obama sent the Iranian regime pallets of cash for hostages in the dark of night. Remember? Plane loads of cash.
All right, but let's find out who the players are here. Obama, his right-hand person, even till today, takes all advice from her. Valerie Jarrett. She's Iranian. Her and her father, her family, they ran a newspaper over there trying to kill the regime, trying to kill democracy. And because she wanted to go back to what we have today.
and she's very influential in Iran, but all the leaders. Here's the one you're going to really like. Carrie, daughter, married, our son is married to an Iranian. They live in Iran, very close. And she's very high up in the government. So this is an inside job. I mean, this is unbelievable what's going on. I mean, those pictures just tear the heart out of you. I mean, just terrible. Awful. Let's get back to the market and you. Look, I know you hear me every day talk about shorting until you get sick of it. What else you going to do? I mean, you got such a clear message. What are they going to do? Take the 5 stocks and rally the market again? Let them. Go ahead. We'll make money on the 5 stocks. We're in those same 5 stocks every day. Part of our portfolio is Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Tesla. We're always in those. If they decide to run those 5 stocks, remember they ran those stocks. They ran those stocks off that October low. And then they got stopped dead in March. That's when the banks collapsed, and we still have the problem with the banks. Now, they may try to take the same 5 stocks, run the market again, because you got all these tourists in there, don't know what they're doing, and they're here buying a pullback. But you got to fix the banks. The banks are destroyed. We aren't fixing them. How do you fix them? You got to let them go into a recession. You got to let them go into recession and let all the banks, the big banks that fall apart, don't help them. Take their assets, spread it among the 8,000 other banks. That's what we should have done back under Baby Bush, but he wouldn't do it. Listen to this.
If financial conditions, which have tightened considerably in the past 90 days, and if they should remain tight, well, then the need for us to take further action is diminished because financial markets are already moving into that direction. And
that is so stupid. They haven't moved the yields up high enough to stop what is going on. They should bring these yields up to 8, 9, 10%, one shot. This 25 for how many years we've been doing this now? It's insane because it takes, every time you make a move, it takes a year to 18 months before that move is felt. I mean, these people who are running the Federal Reserve are nuts. They've done a horrible job. They depend on the same 7 stocks to keep rallying the market. They always go back to the same 7 stocks, rally the market. Well, I hate to tell you, those 7 stocks are done. You know why? Because they hate high inflation. They hate high inflation. And when you keep rallying those big tech stocks in high inflation atmosphere, high yield atmosphere. See, here's why we're done, too. The banks used to love what's going on right now with high yield, high interest rates. They'd make money, but they don't make money anymore. Because remember, when everything was at zero and they were buying mortgage-backed securities and they were buying bonds, let's say they're getting returns of 3%, they were happy. Nobody told them. Now, the Senate Housing Bank Committee didn't say anything to them. Hey, by the way, inflation's so bad, we're going to keep raising rates. And if you got a mortgage-backed security and you got a treasury and you're yielding just 3% in profits, we're going to kill you because we're going to go to 7%. These banks are losing money on every loan. And every loan they make, they're losing money. They hope to God somebody says, foreclose on me. They would love a foreclosure. Get out from underneath these loans. They're losing money. And they're not taking money and plowing it back in so the economy's not growing. Remember, the idea is to take this money, plow it in to the economy. So the companies take that money, Use it for business investment to increase productivity, to increase hourly wages, to increase jobs, to increase pensions, and that everything is good. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. All the money, remember what they did for 14 years, took the money and did stock buybacks. The only thing that can happen right now is if Powell panics and he says, I got to stop this. I can't keep raising rates. I'm killing the economy. I'm killing everybody, killing small businesses, the backbone of our economy. I got to stop. I'm going to announce today I'm not raising rates anymore. Then the dollar will drop. Yields will go straight down. Make sure you're in tech stocks because you go to a big short covering rally. My gang will be ready. And then you have that rally. That's the last rally. Then everything turns and heads straight down. During that rally, when they're going to do that, is they want to create that rally, especially the big hedge funds, the 5 biggest banks. They want to get their investors out. Their pension funds are responsible, whether it's the fire or the police. They want to get them out. That's how they're going to do it. You wait. You're going to hear an announcement. We're not going to raise rates anymore. Dollar goes down, and you better have money on gold. We already bought a little gold, a couple of gold mining stocks. The other thing we're doing is getting ready for a rally. It's going to be fake. Going to get ready. I told my members today, go to our bonus stock and just buy one bank stock. We do it what we call a scout. Just one bank stock out of our selection. Do one oil stock out of our a group of bonuses. So we do bank, oil, and tech, and one staple. Just do 3 stocks in each one of those categories. Just put a scout on it. No more than 1 share. Why is that? Because when you have 1 share, all of a sudden the market starts to move quick. You don't hesitate. Then you can slam on 500 shares. But what happens is people who don't do that, they sit back. All of a sudden there's going to be a big short covering rally, and you hesitate. You hesitate. I'll wait till this afternoon and see what happens. Then this afternoon, because now the stock's up 2, 3, 4 points. I'll wait till tomorrow morning. Now the stock's up 8 points. Then you can't stand it, and you finally jump in and you overpaid for it. Then it pulls back. And then you panic and you get out. Then it goes back up again. People do this all the time. I've been doing this for 50 years. People do more than 50. People do this all the time. So look, the next time you get volatility like we did on Friday and volatility like today, you want to be with us. We'll work it through. Okay, you're not going to get hurt. Sure, there's a little pain going on, of course. Everybody gets caught in these kind of things. But by the next week at this time, everybody will be positioned, and hopefully in a big down market. Hopefully in a big down market. So again, go to my site, philsgang.com. It's Saturday, $75. It's archived for 2 solid weeks. You got it for 2 weeks. You don't have to be there Saturday. It's archived for 2 weeks. Just go to my gift shop. And remember what I told you. They're lying to you. Okay, this economy is measured by the banks. The banks are dead. Nothing they can do with these banks. You wait and see.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.